Tyler Courtney must finish better than 6th to claim the championship. If Brad Sweet finds himself on the top step of the podium, he must hope that Courtney finishes 7th or worse to claim that $25,000 midweek championship. McFadden and Courtney, Bayston and Sweet, Timms and Peck, Reutzel and Eliason, Price, Miller, and Marks, the first 5 rows. I-70 Speedway. We got him racked. We got him stacked. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Rolling into turns 1 and 2, it will be McFadden with the early race lead. Good start for Brad Sweet, getting by Spencer Bayston and Ryan Timms, as Brad Sweet's currently in the 3rd position, trying to track down the guy he's looking for in that midweek Money Series championship fight. Ryan Timms back to the inside of Brad Sweet, but Sweet throws a left rear at him down the front straight and maintains the 3rd spot. Race for the lead down the back straightaway. Tyler Courtney to the inside, looking for the top spot into turn 3. Short slider on McFadden. Close call right there as Tyler Courtney takes away the top spot. He'll lead on lap number 2. 2 laps in and 28 to go here at I-70. McFadden slips back into the 3rd spot. Brad Sweet runs in 3rd. 4th is Ryan Timms, and 5th is Spencer Bayston, fending off a challenge from the 13 of Justin Peck. Now Ryan Timms switches the lineup, goes to the top in 3 and 4. That moves the CJB Motorsports number 5 to the bottom in turn 4. He cannot get by the number 10 car down the front straightaway. Oh, Reutzel, close call into turn 1, trying to get by Justin Peck. Racing for the 6th position down the back straightaway. Reutzel is going to try and take it away into turn 3. Slider on Justin Peck. Reutzel's got 6th off the 4th quarter. Reutzel up to 6, and now looking at the number 5 car of Spencer Bayston for the top 5 position. Lap traffic really not that far away for your race leader, Tyler Courtney, off of turn number 4. He's already on the same straightaway as the back of the field. McFadden closing back in turn 1. Track right up against the wall in turn number 2. Ryan Timms very good off the bottom in turn 2 that time by the Lead Big Motorsports number 10. A big slider on Brad Sweet off the corner. Ryan Timms is up to 3rd. Ryan Timms into the 3rd spot right across the nose of Brad Sweet in turn 1. Close call right there between Ryan Timms and Brad Sweet. Sweet takes the spot back away down the back straightaway as McFadden closes in ever so slightly on Tyler Courtney for the top spot. Brad Sweet, I think he saw the number 10 car of Timms on the bottom a few laps ago, and Brad Sweet's taking his car down there. Sweet's up to 2nd off at turn number 2. Brad Sweet's got the 2nd spot. The bottom of the racetrack is much better than your race leader thinks it is. Brad Sweet to the inside of Tyler Courtney on the front straightaway. Race for the lead into turn number 1. Brad Sweet trying to throw a slider. Nope, he's going to run the middle. Can't take the lead away as Courtney, big run down the back straightaway. They're side by side. Courtney shuts the door on him. Brad Sweet goes down there anyway, and Brad Sweet takes the lead on lap number 9. 21 laps to go, and Sweet doing exactly what he needs to do to try and win that Midweek Money Series championship. Now he needs to let the cards fall as they will. Courtney's got to finish 7th or worse if Brad Sweet wants to take down that $25,000 bonus. Sweet closing in on the lap traffic, the 36 of Jason Martin, the 1 of Brenham Crouch, 55 of Chris Windom, all right up the road from your race leader. Ryan Timms closing in on McFadden. That's the race for 3rd, as your top 3 have all now gone to the inside of the racetrack. But how long will the bottom be fast? Because Timms' car is good all over the place. Ryan Timms back to the inside of McFadden, but McFadden's got the momentum off the top of racetrack in turn number 2. Spencer Bayston getting by Reutzel into turn 3. A good fight for the top 5 position. Bayston has it across the line, but Reutzel putting some pressure on that car, and he's going to take the spot in turn 1. Reutzel, nice move right there to catch Spencer Bayston off guard, and he's into the top 5 now. Reutzel up to 5th. Brad Sweet now into some heavier lap traffic with Brenham Crouch, Garet, Williamson, Brian Brown, and several others. Brad Sweet's car very smooth around the inside of the racetrack as McFadden's going to take the 2nd spot in turn 2. James McFadden's up to 2nd, getting by Tyler Courtney. Courtney's got to be careful here, does not want to push the issue and fall back a couple more spots. Ryan Timms is right there as well. Reutzel, PPM is coming to life as well. Parker Price Miller's up to 6th. PPM getting by Spencer Bayston down the front straightaway. The Eikenberry-owned number 9P car, very good around the inside hub. Brad Sweet gets by Garet Williamson and gets by Brian Brown, so there are 3 lap cars between your race leader and the 2nd place car of McFadden. Ryan Timms is now up to 3rd. He got by Tyler Courtney. Now Reutzel tries to get by Courtney off of turn 2. Tyler Courtney is in trouble right now. Courtney, his car is falling off the pace right now. Keep an eye on him as championship fight continues to mount. We're halfway through this race. Tyler Courtney around the top, trying to get by the 36 of Jason Martin, a slower car. He will do so right there and put some distance between himself and the 87 of Reutzel. Reutzel almost 3 wide, entering the third corner right there with Parker Price, Miller, and Spencer Bayston. I-70 Speedway in primo shape here tonight, as Ryan Timms is up to second. Ryan Timms gets by McFadden off the corner. Ryan Timms is up to second, looking for his best ever Highland Racing finish here tonight in his debut at I-70 and his debut behind the wheel of that race car. Brad Sweet's lead is a big one. The last time by it was a 2.7 second advantage for the Napa Auto Parts number 49. Coming around this time by 11 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Tyler Courtney still running in the 4th position, holding off the likes of Aaron Reutzel, Parker Price, Miller, and Spencer Bayston. Rico Abreu started back in the 13th spot. He's up to 8th now in car number 24. There is Brad Sweet getting by another lap car. That is the 55V of Kerry Madsen. There are at least 5 lap cars between your 1st and 2nd place machine, as Sweet now looks to put a lap down the 19 car of Brent Marks. Ryan Timms struggling to get through some of the lap cars, gets by the 21 of Brian Brown down the front straightaway. And now Timms is working on the 16 TH of Cole Macedo off the 2nd corner. He'll get by him down the back straightaway. Courtney still able to fend off the challenges of Reutzel. Reutzel now with a huge move in 3 and 4. Absolute monster slider from Aaron Reutzel. He's got the 4th spot down the front straightaway. Aaron Reutzel now up to 4th. Started back in the 7th position. That puts Courtney back to 5th. If Courtney loses 2 more, he is going to lose this championship in the final race. Here comes Abreu. Abreu's now working on Parker Price, Miller, and Spencer Bayston off the turn number 4. Rico Abreu's car coming to life here in the late stage of this race. 7 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Tyler Courtney is hanging on by a thread right now. Brad Sweet, a dominating performance here. 4.2 second lead the last time by the line. We have not seen a dominating performance like this from Brad Sweet in quite some time with Kubota Highlander Racing. But tonight he's put it all together at I-70. Can he finish it off? Where is Courtney? Here comes Spencer Bayston. Bayston closing in slightly on the NOS Energy Drink number 7 BC car. Bayston going to try and run the middle. Parker Price Miller around the bottom, gets the car a little bit sideways, loses touch with Bayston and Courtney. But PPM's car is really nice around the inside hub. 4 laps to go for Brad Sweet, and Sweet is almost on the same straightaway as the 5th place car of Tyler Courtney. Courtney gets circled by Bayston. Tyler Courtney's now on the bubble spot. Tyler Courtney now going to try and get back in front of Bayston. He knows that he's in trouble right now. Takes the spot back away, but Bayston to the inside in turn 1. Here comes a slider from the CJB Motorsports number 5 car. Spencer Bayston now into the 5th position. Spencer Bayston to 5th. Tyler Courtney cannot afford to lose 1 more spot. Here comes Rico. Here comes Parker Price Miller. 2 laps to go. The Midweek Money Series Championship is on the line. Tyler Courtney going to try and run the middle. Might lose some speed off the corner. White flag is out for Brad Sweet. Sweet around the bottom on the same straightaway as Courtney. They're coming to the checker this time by. The 49 of Brad Sweet is going to do exactly what he needed. He wins the Midweek Money Series finale. Will he win the championship, though? Back straightaway. Tyler Courtney. Parker Price Miller not close enough, and Sunshine is going to hang on by the skin of his teeth. Tyler Courtney is the Midweek Money Series champion. Brad Sweet, your winner. Ryan Timms, 2nd. James McFadden, 3rd. Aaron Reutzel, 4th. And 5th is Spencer Bayston. 6th was Tyler Courtney, 7th was Parker Price Miller, 8th was Rico Abreu, 9th was Justin Peck, and 10th was Jacob Allen. Behind them, Corey Day, Emerson Axsom, Casey Kahne, Tanner Thorson, and Corey Eliason. Then it was Ayrton Gennetten, Kerry Madsen, Chris Windom, Garet Williamson, Brian Brown, Cole Macedo, Brenham Crouch, Jason Martin, Brent Marks, and Scotty Thiel. He did everything he needed to do, but race fans, Brad Sweet comes up short in a tiebreaker for the Midweek Money Series Championship. The tiebreaker was wins. Him and Courtney both had one win. It had to go to a second tiebreaker, which was most second-place finishes, and it goes to Tyler Courtney with the most second-place finishes, a dead heat in the championship for the Midweek Money Series. Fantastic stuff here at I-70 Speedway. A dominating performance from Brad Sweet, but behind him, the action was exhilarating. Make some noise, race fans. Your winner tonight, the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. A $20,000 score for Brad Sweet. And he has now once again, I believe, tied Rico Abreu for the most wins with high limit racing this year. He's going to make his way around the front of the race car and talk to Tony Laporta.
For the 8th time here in 2024, ladies and gentlemen, in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, it's Brad Sweet. There was a lot going on in that race as far as the points for this Midweek Money Championship are concerned. But for you, it was 30 green flag laps. How hectic, how insane is it when it just stays green like that on a track this wide?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like long green runs. I mean, I think you got to pay attention to your tires, and that's kind of what happened. Honestly, Tim's, I knew the top was probably going to get our tires too hot, and if someone could make, a different line work, it was, I was probably a corner away from trying it, and Tim's kind of slid across my nose, and then I was surprised he went to the top, and I was able to get back by him down the backstretch, and then kind of settled in, and I knew that I was in the right spot because those guys didn't know the bottom was kind of coming in and their tires were getting hot up high, and I was able to kind of just get to them and get by them, and then just kind of methodically get through lap traffic there and just be patient. Really, it was the tires were half on the track, then all the way on the track, so you were really paying attention to where the tires, people must have been clipping them, and then the lines was actually changing because of that, and trying to pace myself off of lap cars to see if the top was going to come back into play or not. But yeah, just a great Napa Auto Parts car. We've been really good lately. We were good at the Grove. We were good at Eldora. We've been in contention a lot, so it's nice to get a big win. Obviously wanted to get the midweek point fun deal there, or championship, but hats off to Tyler. He had just enough of a buffer to get us tonight, but that's racing. It's great that there was a battle like that down to the end, and yeah, just happy to come out and get my crew and another win. They've been working hard. Just feels good. Want to say hi to my wife and Savannah back home. They're coming out to Texas, so excited to finish the year strong here.
It had to come down to actually a second tiebreaker between you and Sunshine, with each of you now having one win in the Midweek Money Championship. This night here at I-70 kicks off a 4-race in 5-night stretch to wrap up the 2024 high limit racing season. But again, I want to focus on this track, super wide, got really, really racy. Casey Schumann and his staff, I think, nailed it. When you have this different of a track from what we saw here in June, does that throw a curveball for you and Eric Pretzman and the rest of this team?
Yeah, I mean, we're always chasing racetracks. Dirt tracks are never the same twice. But yeah, you're right. Casey Schumann, Brooke Schumann, all the staff here at I-70 did a great job. This is about as good as this place can be at times. It's tricky when you work on these big wide half miles to get the dirt right just every time. So yeah, they did a good job. Everyone at High Limit did a good job. I'm not sure who made those tiebreaker rules, but it's all good. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun battling with Tyler and the 7BC team this year. They've been really good. They've been hungry and pushing us a lot. So yeah, hats off to them. It's cool that we have that little bonus midweek thing, and yeah, just excited to like I said, I'm just excited to have another big night here, another big night tomorrow night at Lucas Oil, and go down to Texas and try to finish the year as strong as we possibly can.
Your 8th trip to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, your first one since the preliminary night back at the Tuscarora 50 weekend in Port Royal. So I get to ask you again, as a high roller, a full-time racer with High Limit in 2024, when a high roller wins, you get to send $1,000 of our Angel Donors money to any charity you'd like to choose to support. Where's that $1,000 going tonight thanks to this win?
Yep, still going to Shriners. Going to keep donating, and then obviously anybody that wants to donate to Shriners. It's a great organization, helps lots of kids, burn victims and with bone disorders, and something I had to go through, and I saw a lot worse cases. So if you don't know what Shriners Hospital is, it's really good for kids. It's they take families that can't afford to, maybe get the right treatment. So Yeah, just really cool to be giving back to Shriners and proud of that effort.
The FVP Platinum Batteries Midweek Money Championship presented by Avanti Windows and Doors goes to the big cat, Brad Sweet. His 8th win of 2024, his first of the Midweek Money Series Championship here in 2024. Gets Brad so close to the championship, but close is not a championship. Ryan Timms was close to a feature victory here tonight. Coming into this evening, Ryan, your best finishes with high limit here in 2024 were a pair of 10th place finishes at East Bay night number 2, and then at Lakeside night number 2. You jump in to this lead big number 10, and you were just a rocket from the get-go. What was tonight like, and was there something different about pairing up with this number 10?
Yeah, I mean, this thing, it just feels like it has an extra gear compared to everybody else. I mean, it just launches and it handles phenomenal. I can go literally wherever I want, and it's just awesome to be able to be standing here right now. And I ran the bottom end hard. I tried to stick it, slid up, and I got by Brad there for a second and showed him the bottom, and then he got down there, and I can't run the bottom as good as he can. So he got out front and latered all of us, and we were able to get the second there. And then there was just so many cars everywhere. I didn't know who was who. It was kind of hard to see. You just kind of saw sprint cars. But I can't say enough about this car and this crew. They worked hard, and thankful for them putting me in the car. And I got to thank my dad, Shane, everyone involved on this deal. It's so awesome to be standing here.
All right, now at the ripe old age of, you're still 18, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I got to ask you, you brought it up. You had a phenomenal race with the guy standing right over there in Whiskey Myers victory lane. You and Brad Sweet, the 5-time and defending World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series champion, were going back and forth with each other. What do you learn? What is it like racing head-to-head with a guy as good and as experienced as Brad is?
Yeah, I mean, racing, these are the best sprint car drivers in the world, if not ever. So it's really cool to be racing with them and competing with them. And it's been kind of a really up and down year for us in the last few years for us in the sprint car. So it's really, really relieving to be able to hop in this thing and be that fast night one out. There, at some point, I think when I got to second, I was kind of thinking it literally feels like a dream, just passing these good guys and being up front. So it's just so awesome. I love this place. It's an awesome racetrack and just super cool and fortunate.
Call Ryan Timms, Katy Perry. He was living a teenage dream out there tonight. Hey, he shaved that head, and it seems to work. He is lighter, he is faster, and he is on the podium in second place. James McFadden, I don't want you to ever shave your head. You have phenomenal hair and an even better beard. Earlier tonight, you and your crew were talking about, well, you were telling me your crew is very supportive of you. What was tonight like working with Brent and Wood and Keone? They supported you all night, didn't they?
Yeah, they held me up like a bra, and
you did it.
They support me. They support me well. You know, they've been behind me the whole, underneath me, behind me, or whatever you want to call it, the whole year. So it's, you know, they're a lot of fun to work with, and I got a great group of guys, and obviously great owners in Dennis and Teresa Roth, and Toyota Mobile One, and everyone involved. But man, that sucks. I was kind of looking after my tyres because I wore them out in the dash there, and I thought it was going to be a bit more of a tyre race. And you know, Brad ripped by us and blew our doors off, and I just couldn't keep the pace they could. Maneuverability, I just couldn't do that. But all in all, a decent night, mate. It's normally a track we kind of struggle at, so to stand here is pretty decent.
James McFadden comes home in the 3rd position here tonight, another podium, and we'll see you over there with Ryan and Brad.
Okay.
All right, that's James McFadden. Neither one of us really knew how to end that one right there. But James McFadden comes home in 3rd. Ryan Timms was in 2nd. Brad Sweet 1st. And Chase, I want to ask you really quick before we wrap up down here. I don't see a 4th car park. Do you happen to know who got our Hard Charger Award this evening?
I can try and figure that out here, Tony, but I do see Tyler Courtney down there if you want to talk to him, and I will find out who that who that hard charger was. They got $250 from Wilkerson Crane Rental and a KSE Power steering pump. So I'll get back to you in just a moment if you want to go talk to our Midweek Money Series champion.
Yeah, that would probably be pretty good as well. How about $4,837 being raised by the helmet toss here tonight? Let's give a big round of applause to everyone. I know the crowd's already clearing out, but $4,837 was raised in the helmet toss, the helmet pass tonight. We want to thank all the fans here at I-70 for stepping up. Now, Tyler, Courtney, you stepped up, and you are the 2024 Midweek Money Series champion. It didn't come down to the first tiebreaker. It came down to the second tiebreaker. It was that close between you and Brad, but you get it done in an abbreviated midweek season and an extra $25,000 in you and this team's pocket. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's probably a little bit of a consolation prize for not winning the national championship, but take this. We had we've had a great season up to this point, and we've struggled over the past month and a half, and to come here tonight and lead the first few laps, feeling really good, and then them guys just sucked my stickers off on the bottom and just couldn't quite get going down there. But we're going in the right direction. Our Nossen Energy Drink, Eliason Custom Trailer, Aspire Motorsports team is awesome. They don't stop working, and we're just looking to finish the season strong. This is to give us a little bit of momentum, winning this and capping this off, and tying in the championship with Brad. I think this is probably the first championship he's lost in a while, and I've tied in a few championships. I tied for my first USAC national championship, and I tied in Ohio Speedway last year too. So I don't know what it is about me and tying in championships, but luckily it's worked out in my favor to come out on the winning side of it. And thank you to everyone at High Limit and Kubota, and just been an awesome season from top to bottom, from everyone with the series, all the tracks we go to, and it's been fun, and looking forward to keep building this series into something great, and happy to win the midweek championship, and move on to try and win $25,000 tomorrow.
And you kind of already hit on it in thanking High Limit and the folks responsible for this Midweek Money Championship, but I do just have to ask you, with the theory that High Limit was born on originally of giving racers and teams more places to race and more opportunities to make money, what does it mean to you and this 7BC team to have these additional opportunities, not just to race, but to make serious money during midweek championships like this one? What does that do for you as a driver, and what does that do for your team?
It's awesome. It's a very expensive sport, and to get these extra races during the middle of the week, to have a chance to race for $20,000. We had a shot at winning $45,000 tonight, and we only got the $25,000 part of it. But to have a chance to do that on a Tuesday is pretty special. And we're going to race on a Wednesday tomorrow night. I know it's a makeup show from a weekend, but we're going to race for $25,000 to win on a Wednesday. It's just awesome. It's been like I said, a great season for, I think, everybody involved with High Limit. And we're just I think the cool thing is we're just getting started, and nowhere to go but up with everything. And it's been a fun season battling with Brad. He definitely makes you step it up and makes you earn it, and he doesn't back off any night. And if you're off one night, you're gonna know. And it's been a lot of fun, and just excited. We got three races left, and try and get a couple more wins for the season's done.
Your 2024 Midweek Money Series champion is the driver of the 7BC. That's Tyler Courtney.